Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I do readings for Pisces. So today, what are we looking at? We're looking at spiritually what's coming in, the messages. It's usually like, I would say, the crown messages, but it's like you in discussion with spirit about your current situation, what's going on. And you know, I put these every week as in readings, but whenever this finds you, it's meant to find you, okay? So, if this would be like the chakras, it would definitely be the crown and the third eye chakra. I know some of you said you really like the chakra reading, so let's continue in that vein as well. So this would be definitely third eye, crown chakra type of deal coming in for you here, Pisces. So we have the Four of Water and the Corn. Obviously, one is about stagnancy, it's about being stuck, about feeling like in the corner of something, right? The Four is like, oh, it's, I'm feeling like stuck or flat or bored or withdrawn or dissatisfied or bored with the situation. You may have been working really, really hard, but I feel like Spirit is saying that it's all for a reason. You have a beautiful 10. 10, Wheel of Fortune, has been coming in a lot. It feels like a cycle change. There's something being shifted. And again, there's a mention of that crop coming in, that harvest in the distance. We've been talking a lot about that, and it's been coming up repeatedly. So there's something for you that's being, that's percolating, that's in the works, that's going to bring in definite growth and abundance to you. Now, when I say abundance, it doesn't necessarily mean just money. It means just something your heart has been wishing for. Okay? So, we're going to start with the Four of Water here and take a look at it in depth. And still in this reading, in a second reading, we're going to look at the Corn card, right? I now do both readings in the same one. So this will be either part 1 and part 2. They're split up in the video. I've started doing this week. So, and there will be like a break in the middle, so you know. I'm doing this for people who don't have time to watch the whole video and want to come back to it for the second part. Then you know where to pick up from, right? There you go. So it's about halfway through this for sure. And we're gonna start. The Four of Water. So let's pick a card from the deck, the Enchanted Map Oracle. Let's see what this 4 is giving us. What I get from this is when I look at it is like she's at the bottom here. I feel like she's not... And she's holding like one of these, what is it, an air bubble almost looks like. I know it's probably pearls, but it's weighing out the pearls. There's 3 small ones and a bigger one. She's kind of like, looking at this. I just feel that she's kind of sitting there waiting for something or waiting on something, right, to happen. It's interesting. Oh. And the mountain just wanted to pop right out of the deck. The mountain. Maybe this week, Pisces, because we have been, the mountain is most definitely an earth-bound type energy. So you have the mountain, and right here you have like the, is it the moon shining down on the mountain? The mountain's kind of, I don't know, is that yawning? Waiting. Again, I feel like this is saying the same thing. I feel like it's saying kind of a standstill. When a mountain shows up in reading, it usually indicates obstacles of some sort. You know, like something that you got to get around, get across. I love the first words out of this because it's saying this is water and this is earth, and it says you have the capacity to flow around any obstacles. This is a time to adapt. That's the first sentence for the mountain. That's it. Look at that. You have the ability to adapt. It's like going, why are you doing this? You don't need to do this. Isn't that strange? Hey, hold on here. I don't know why I'm having so many problems today. I feel like I'm klutzy today, Pisces. Strange, huh? I like that. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacles, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is a time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. Yeah, I almost feel like they're saying that sometimes you feel like there is no other choice. You need to climb. That's okay, but maybe try to look for the path of least resistance, where you're not climbing straight up the whole way, you know, where you have places where you can take a break and, you know, have a snack and all right, Pisces. So let's see here. Yeah, definitely feeling, and I'm feeling stress. As soon as I started doing this for these cards, I'm feeling like a pressure, not a pressure in my head, but like a headache starting. I don't like this energy. It feels like, you know, when you've had one of those stressful days and your neck is like, oh, my neck is so, you know, ow. They're always almost showing me the stress of that. Okay, so I feel the weight of the mountain, but what you should be doing is relieving it with the flow of water. De-stress, beautiful Pisces. Yeah, look at the Tower. Oh, you know, that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, 5 of Vessels, 5 of Cups. All right, let's keep going. What does this feel like, Pisces? Why is this feeling this way? Well, we have the past creeping in. All right, so most definitely indecision. You have the 7 of Vessels and the 4 of Water. This is stagnancy, not making up your mind. And the 7 of Vessels is kind of the same thing. The 5 of Vessels, the 3 cracked eggs. Look at that. Yeah, there is stress here. This is as much as I can tell you. I feel the stress of this. I feel the stress of that. I feel that this has something to do with it. And I feel that you're not too sure what to do with the forward momentum at this point. So it's funny to feel that in the higher chakras, but I guess it's not in a way because the third eye is very close to the mind, right? Where we do all our thinking process. And yes, it comes out through the voice, and that's where I'm feeling a lot of the stress, from the mind to the voice. But you do have the crop card, like the corn card, saying that the harvest is going to be here. So I'm not sure why Apprentice of Coins. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see what else they have to say. The Apprentice of Coins is this deck. I love it. It's showing that the coin that you planted will grow. And again, okay, so I'm not surprised, because when I did that yesterday, I was talking about the cups. It's not so much what you put in the cups or decisions you have to make. It's the cup that you have yourself made for yourself. The vessel in which you are in. You is the most important part. Okay? So, even though right now you feel like this, the 5 of Coins, that the necklace has broken and everything's on the ground and everything's kind of scattering, it will come to grow. You have the growth right here. So whatever you're putting yourself through, things are still happening to get you to here. There's No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt. What you need to focus on, though, right now is you, not the past, not the choices outside of you. You, your personal cup, the one that you're molding and making. Okay? The Apprentice of Vessels is the Page of Cups. This is one of the most beautiful, profound, I feel. It's like building that cup that's truly yours. Okay? I feel that this deck speaks to the way I read tarot, so I love this deck. It's saying being truly Pisces. Okay? You are making a world, creating something that's truly your own, your authentic self. And it's about just the opening of all that. All right, so let's keep going here. All right, what to focus on? Harmony, Two of Vessels. Ah, Ace of Vessels. I love this one. And I'll tell you why, because it's the perfect message. It's about what's coming in the future. Okay? Okay. Alright, so the Five of Swords and the Seven of Coins came in for the last cards, but we're going to talk about these first. The Two of Vessels and the Ace of Vessels. So what you need to focus on is the harmony. And right here, it may have been in this harmony. You see this, you see it right here? You need to focus more on harmony. This is your past right now, because you're planting things that are going to bring something in. The Ace of Vessels right here is it's a message in a bottle. What happens with a message in a bottle? You put it in, you put your message, your hopes, your dreams, and you hope that it reaches destination, okay? You're hoping that it's going to get to the person it needs to, who's going to read the message and get what you are trying to say. You're hoping to get to the part. There's a great big hope. There's a great big love in what you're doing here. And what I'm reading with this is with that hope comes the fear that somehow it's not going to happen. That somehow you're going to lose out. But all the while, Pisces, if you look at these, the Seven of Coins is saying that you're doing the work right now. You're assessing, you're doing trial and error. You're doing your very best to make sure that you're not at the bad end of that sword, that you're, you know, these almost looks like, you know, the end, right? The Five of Swords. You're working towards this one right here with the butterflies, okay? I feel that these Four Swords are almost like indicating something that's been lost before, and you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're doing the Seven of Coins right here, but you're focusing on what I shouldn't do, what I shouldn't do. What if I'm doing it and like I lose all of these, okay? There's a lack mentality that's coming in here, that's creeping in, whether you realize it or not. And it's focusing on like the chaos that might ensue, not that is ensuing. So you need to tell your brain a different story, okay? Like they say, flow around the mountain. Get away from that narrative in your brain. Absolutely. Okay, so this is like your pep talk from Jane today. Apparently that's what I need to do. I need to remind you that your brain doesn't control your life. Okay? Your brain is there for you to utilize. When it starts shifting gears into a situation of what if, maybe, possibly, could be, you need to take control of it, and you need to let go of those things. You need to leave the fear at the door. You need to do that meditative work of believing in yourself. You are doing everything that you can to succeed. You should be concentrating on the steps that you do every day to succeed, Pisces, instead of thinking of the things that you might have forgotten or might go wrong. Many times for many situations, not all, but many situations, you can course correct. So what's the use in just driving yourself crazy and stressing yourself out? You're going to give yourself high blood pressure. You're going to poo-poo the energy all around you, quite literally. And to the people who are around you too. They're going to feel that stress. For what? For what? Nothing has happened yet. If you're working on something, I tell you right now, shouldn't you feel happy about it? Yes, sometimes we have to put in the work and it's not all fun and games. But why can't it be fun and games most of the time? Okay? Why are you not enjoying this process? Why are you single-handedly sucking the joy out of the room in case of a possible effect that you might not reach destination? Don't do it. Don't do it anymore. I want you to stop doing that right now. Whatever you've accomplished today, I want you to relish in all of that. Relish. In other words, sit in it wholeheartedly, prune in the water of flow, and think to yourself, this is so great. I did that today, and that's one step closer to what I want to do. My joyful day. Okay? Because we can sit and really marinate in the stuff that could go wrong, will go wrong, possibly could. I want you to focus on growth and working on your personal vessel. And that's all I want you to do. I don't want you to think of how far, how much further must I grow this, or, oh, I'm not quite done that vessel. No, I want you to focus on the present. Not the past, not the future. I want you to focus on right now. Put that message in a bottle and be overjoyed by that you actually did this. I think I might do that this summer. Have a river around here. I think I might put a message in a bottle for somebody and just throw it in the river, see what happens. This just doing that would be happy. Whether or not it reaches destination, just be happy about it. Just smile and then be happy for the moment, right? If you keep doing these things that bring you happiness and joy, something's going to stick, Pisces. Truly, something is going to stick. Because you're not going to be sitting there worrying about what's going to go wrong and how it's all going to go kaflooey. You can just do stuff. And eventually, you're going to be concentrating on just doing the next moment, the next thing that brings you happiness, the next thing that makes you step forward. Not only will you start accomplishing things, you're going to end up harvesting things. You're going to lower your stress level. You're going to up your dopamine level in a good way. And eventually you're going to connect with something that sticks. And you're going to see the harvest of something, for sure. Pretty soon the mountain won't be the obstacle. It'll be the beautiful thing that you just floated around or have walked on as a walk to go in nature. And you'll be going, isn't that lovely? Isn't that pretty? It's not going to be, oh my God, I've got to go over that. No, it'll be like, wow, what a magnificent part of the planet. What is this? This is awesome. How do I take a bite out of that? Not literally. You're going to be eating rock and dirt. Yes, I have a bad sense of humor, you guys, if you haven't picked that up yet. The Four of Water is the stagnancy, is trying to help you right now seeing the part of what is stagnant. What do you hate about this? Get rid of it. Okay? If you hate feeling this way, get rid of that feeling. If you hate the thing you're doing, well, probably you shouldn't be doing it. You should be doing something you don't hate. That's the whole point. Okay? So I'm trying to clear this feeling that came in with this reading, with this, and it's going away, and I'm starting to feel better. But you've got to sit and have that conversation with yourself, Pisces. Okay? You definitely can harvest. You plant something, something will grow. Okay? You are the gardener. You decide how much and what. And that's the whole point to everything. If you don't want corn, don't plant corn. Okay? And make sure that the field you're planting, which is your vessel here, make sure that it's a viable place to grow things. You can't grow a seed, you can't grow a garden on concrete. Okay? Literal concrete. You can put planters on concrete, but you can't grow it on concrete, so don't do that. Don't give yourself that kind of landscape. Work on you. Work on finding the optimal space that is you, that is fertile to plant your ideas, and then plant them, and plant the right thing. It sounds oversimplified, but it really isn't. You begin with you. How do you feel about this? If you're starting to get a headache and stress, you need to address it. There's something there. You don't want to be doing this for months or years. Even if it spells success, the only thing you'll remember is how hard it was to get to it. So it's either you change the way you see it, or you change the situation, period. Okay? Because it's either coming from you, or what's coming from the outside is not vibing with you. There's just two things here. That's it. All right. So this will officially begin part 2 of the reading. All right, my beautiful Pisces. I'm going to put these aside, and we're going to look at the corn card. Thank you so much for being here. I'm enjoying doing 2 readings in one shot. Makes my life a whole lot simpler. And yeah, I'm good. I'm good with it. The corn, 10. Ugh. Any of you guys remember that scary movie, Children of the Corn? I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe I'll know. I don't know. Okay, so, but that's not what this card represents. This card represents abundance, sustenance, and tangible abundance. This symbol represents material prosperity in a world of form that provides stability and sustenance to many. There is more than enough. You planted a beautiful field of dreams and worked hard. Hey, we had Field of Dreams this week, didn't we? We did. Aw, isn't that wonderful when they do that stuff? Yes, we did. If you look back in the readings, was it yesterday or the day before? There was a Field of Dream cards in there. Okay. And it's not even from the same deck. It's from the map of the Oracle. Anyway. Keep going, Jane. Even in moments we're losing faith, you continued. Now the spirit of the corn comes to honor this and show you a bountiful harvest. This is a time to reap the rewards of hard work and trust, whether those rewards are financial or the kind of prosperity measured in quality rather than quantity. You are so blessed when this symbol appears. Don't forget to share your good fortune. Okay. Okay. It's a time of gratitude, perseverance, and humility. Be prepared to work towards your goals and plant the seeds of your intentions consciously and respectfully. Release any insecure thoughts of scarcity, feeling that there's not enough, or worry that someone could take what is yours. Know that the universe will always provide, but you must be in a relationship with it in order to receive. You will reap what you sow. Take heart. Even if you didn't plant well and have conjured up the illusion of a drought, there is always a new season to begin again. But I don't want you to do that. I want you to plant now the stuff that you want. So this is why you are here, to look at these readings and get an idea of what's happening. Now some of you are going, I'm working well at it. Cool. I have no doubt about that in my mind, but I'm getting from Spirit that some of you think you are, but you're still getting headaches. I'm getting a headache. So there's something to be looked at. There's something. There's either you're not resting enough, you're not getting enough downtime, but there's something here. Okay? So this is your message from crown chakra, third eye chakra, spiritual message, spiritual guidance. This is your day of spirits. Oh, I love this. Look at the water one. Surrender. I really want that one. All right, but I didn't shuffle, so whoa. Okay, I got these. So the first one is you got caution. You've had caution before. It's come out a few times. Traffic cone. It's almost like saying, yeah, it's this here. That's what I'm feeling. It's this here, right? And I was talking about hope, right? I was telling you the rainbow and hoping that something would be okay. And then you have messages, feathers, messages. So some of you is A, you might be seeing feathers. If I have my beautiful Dana here, you were getting feathers. Make sure to watch for messages. Okay, feathers are messages of spirit. They're messages of loved ones past. They're here to tell you that, you know, you're on path. I'll take a look. I will read what messages have to say here. Feathers. Number 7. 7. Planting, right? The 7 of coins coming back in. An encounter with a feather is the equivalent of a divine special delivery. If you find a feather on a walk or randomly notice one out of your window, it's connecting you to the wonder of the spiritual world. So you're getting spiritual messages. This is the crown and third eye reading. In other words, it's always a spirit reading, but this one is, that's you know, this is the one. This is the one where they're spiritually smacking you upside the head. So this is your spiritual message, okay? Be open and receptive to the messages the universe is sending at this time. The black feather pictured in the sand is a message that you are surrounded by angels. It's not black, it's green. That's interesting. Okay. That you're surrounded by your angels and a reminder to be open to their wisdom and guidance. The divine presence is watching over you and wants to pass along an encouraging message. Hello. Don't give up. That's the message. Remain open to the insights you receive at this time. You're being gifted with information that will assist you in your journey if you only stop and listen. This is so funny. The color of the feather you come across has its own special meaning. On the right path, pay attention to the messages. Someone wants to communicate with you. Look for a meaningful call, text, or email. It also means that. All right. So I love this. This is like, ding, ding, ding. We're sending you a message. Okay, so I'm going to take the green as the Capricorn earth sign as well. Green. Also for the heart. Also for the green corn that's here. The beautiful growth that is coming in. And even though you're being very cautious, I mean, if you look at that, it's like stagnancy and saying no. You have a lot of hope. You have a lot of hope in place here, Pisces. You're hoping that, you know, things work out. Yeah. We all do, right? Even in the worst of times, even when you're having a hard time, you think to yourself, oh, I hope it turns out okay. I hope everything will be good. Let's see here, Pisces. Itchy nose. I remember when I went to school, everybody would bug you and say, that means you're going to kiss a fool. King of Cups. Getting back into the flow. Actually, it's putting it back into the flow. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, you're going, all right, let's do this, right? Six of Swords. 10. Sorry, I just got a funny... They're saying, okay, the drama's over. Everything's over with now. You know, the drama's done and things are being taken away. That's all I got from this. Time to move on. Time to find your courage and just get moving with it. That's absolutely what I feel. I feel it's like, this is not only like strength and courage. This is love. Look at that line. Look. Oh, I love that. Okay. So, it's almost like you cut off the flow and now you're putting it back into the flow. So it's time to get off that constantly moving spot here. It's time to like get on the land. It's time to get to destination. It's time to get it going right here. Like I said, the worst has happened, but this is after. Like the body's being moved out. And, you know, it's rarely about death here, Pisces. It's usually just about our own sense of being, right? Sometimes we feel that the worst has happened and we're just kind of, you know, I don't know what to do with this. I feel like I've been, I'm just at a standstill. There's nothing that can be done. But the image of moving the body out of the picture is like going, okay, you know, like time moves on. It's time to move on now. It's time to get it going. Get it going. These cards are about moving it, just move it on down the road now. Whatever you've been thinking, it's time to get past it. Get past it. Get past it. All right. Page of Swords. Other people showing up in the picture. The Justice card. This one wanted to jump out. Yeah. Okay. So, the Page of Swords right away when I saw it. In this one, he's no longer just swinging and communicating, and there's other people showing up. See? So, there's other people showing up to what? To help out. In other words, messages, guidance. Okay? The Page of Swords is very young. It's like, I would say it's like that, your mind being out there without anybody else to bounce ideas off of, sorry. You're like thinking, oh, this isn't going to turn out right. Or you're going round and round in your head about something. There you go. You're going round and round in your head about something and nobody to tell it to. These are the people you're going to tell it to. They're coming around so that you can tell it to them and they can tell you, oh, wait, but there's this and there's that and there's a different way. Or messages from Spirit going, there's a different way. Stop worrying about something. Would have, could have, should have. You're not even there yet. Stuff like that, right? To snap you out of that round and round in your head of making yourself believe that things are going to turn out bad, right? The Justice card, again, with the King and the Pauper both at the feet of Justice, is making me believe that somebody or something is going to let you know to get out of that lack mentality, because justice is served whether you're rich or poor. And I feel that they're saying the balances will come in regardless of your situation. If right now you're thinking to yourself, things are not going to happen because I'm me and I'm in this situation, this is to tell you that that's a false way of thinking of things, okay? Anybody who puts enough hard work in life can create something wonderful. And that's what the 8 is putting in here. So that's why I keep feeling that Spirit's going, move out, move on, keep going. Okay, get over it. Okay, so. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. I needed to count that. I feel like a Sesame Street. All right. So, you have the 9 of Wands here. The Devil and the Moon card. Wow. So this is strong energy right here. Okay. So the 9 of Wands is showing a partner. Somebody who's there who has bled as well. You see his sleeves? Okay. So look, and you're looking at him going, what's going on? This is probably somebody who has already been there. Somebody who has already overcome it. They're kind of standing by you and saying, you can do this. You know, if I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it. Okay? So maybe look at somebody who's done this before. Get inspiration from them would be one of the things that I would say to you. Do you have anybody that's you know, has a story of how they overcame things. And don't listen just to the success story. Listen to how many times they failed before they actually got there. Because that is the true inspiration of somebody who just had a strong mindset of success and just would not want to give up. So that is absolutely what you want. You have the devil and the moon here. I feel like just when you think you have some kind of harmony, this right here, see, that you get balanced out, the boogeyman appear in the background. See all of these figures showing up in the background. It's almost like you say, I begin something and then I feel restricted again, or I feel scared again. And then this leads to confusion one more time with the moon, okay? But remember that the moon also represents intuition. So at that time, you should go back to basics. Okay? Yeah, go back to basics. The Empress. Ultimately, this is the card of harvest. You have the corn card here coming in. This is the card of harvest. You're going to create something beautiful. And it will birth something for you. So you have to go back to that. And you have to go back to the idea of, is this what I really want? Is this what I'm bringing in? Okay? Let me take a look here. To me, this is putting something in that's going to eventually... Are you focusing on the harmony that's coming in? Are you focusing on the cup? This is you, your vessel, your authentic self. Remember, Pisces, that this is more anything else about you and how you get there than about anything else outside of yourself. Always. It's always that. It always comes back to that. Okay? Sometimes we need a reminder, and I feel that Spirit comes in to remind you of this. Because from one week to another, we just kind of go in and fall into the same old patterns. And then every once in a while, we fall back into the, you know, like, I've got so much to do, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish it. And when I do it, is it even going to be a success? I feel for you. I face that as well every time I do something new and it just doesn't do anything. I think to myself, did I just spend all my time doing that? But I have to remind myself that I enjoy doing it. Most likely, yes, because it's something that I'm interested in. And would I do it again? Absolutely. The one thing is, would you do it for no reason at all? Okay? Not even if you had an outcome for it. Probably yes, in a lot of cases. So, anything that you do that makes you feel good, that's adding to your, for me, is spirituality, to your life path, is worth doing. It's nice to have an end goal, and it is nice to succeed in things, but it's not the end all and be all. Being well every day, feeling good without making yourself feel bad on purpose. Because when you have a mindset that causes you stress, you're doing it to yourself. If you can get past that and move forward in a better energy, then isn't that so much better? I mean, doesn't that feel so much better for you, Pisces? All right, so I'm going to finish off with the rainbow, which is the hope card. We've had this one before, and it is number 6. When a rainbow appears in the sky seemingly out of nowhere, it can seem like magic or a sign, another sign. Okay, messages, signs. Look out for signs. Rainbows are a symbol of hope and luck because they represent the vibrant beauty that follows a storm, both literally and figuratively. Rainbows appears in other unexpected ways as well, such as a shimmering reflection from the sun, splayed on a wall, or in a child's scribbled drawing. Children display the carefree and hopeful vibe of this energy. So when they incorporate rainbows into their art, they are truly reflecting the positivity this represents. When this sign shows up for you, it's time to try looking at the glass as being half full. You have been through a difficult time, but this rainbow is a beautiful message of endless possibility and wonder, a sign of healing and forward momentum. There are wonderful things waiting for you at the end of the symbolic rainbow, so have faith. There is that abundance right here. Okay, Pisces? So this is your kick-ass message from Spirit. Letting you get out of that and get back into the good. You got this. Great things are going to happen for you. You simply need to believe in yourself. So as always, Pisces, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of this community. I hope you've enjoyed the lives that have been happening more often. And I am very happy with everything that is happening around me. Every time I feel a little stressed about something new that I'm doing, I do exactly that. I remind myself that I'm doing it because I enjoy doing. I enjoy the challenges. And it's all about that in life. If you are curious about anything, it's in the description box. Of course, in my lives, if anything, there is anything new, I mention it there along with offering some readings for you if you are interested for super chats. And of course, members get free card pulls. So just for the general energy because you're members. And I thank you so much. Take good care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.